Hi everyone! This is the third and final video to my series where I will be exploring the future of fashion. If you want to catch up on part 1 and part 2, I'll have them linked below. In today's video, I'll be wrapping up my series discussing whether virtual reality will be better suited to fast fashion or high fashion in the future, or whether it's something we should expect to see across the whole fashion industry. I'll first start off by defining the key terms I'll be using throughout this video. First of all, virtual reality, also known as VR. VR is a completely virtual environment generated by a computer. Users can move around in a digital environment and hear sounds whilst wearing the special VR headset. Next, fast fashion versus high fashion. Fast fashion is cheap and low-quality brands and stores such as Target and H&M. The clothing that these stores sell are cheap with consequences. High-end fashion includes luxury brands such as Michael Kors and Chanel, and have their place in the clothing industry because they are best at what they do in providing the best quality items. When it comes to thinking about the future of virtual reality in the fashion industry, there's no doubt these two things are the perfect fit in the eyes of marketers and brands. As stated by Columbia College Chicago, it shouldn't be surprising that fashion is one of the first industries to embrace this innovative technology. Both fashion and tech move at a notoriously fast pace. This has made integration a bit of a moving target in the past, but as the average consumer proves to be more comfortable viewing the world through a digital lens, the leap to AR feels less like a sci-fi movie than it did a decade ago. Currently, virtual reality is seen as a more prestigious and luxurious piece of technology that we only see in the fashion industry amongst high-end brands. As technology continues to develop and becomes more in reach and more attainable to the middle-class society, I definitely see virtual reality expanding past the high-end fashion industry and into the fast fashion industry in all of our favorite brands. Virtual reality is a technology that's appealing to all brands. It's something that can completely change up the fashion industry in a way in which consumers interact with their favorite brands. One study reports that the market size for VR and AR will hit over $94 billion by 2023, making it even more important to get it on the ground floor now. Not only do I see brands implementing VR into their brick and mortar stores in the future, but I see the definite potential of complete virtual reality stores that exist simply within the online virtual space. If this is the case, what does this mean for brick and mortar stores? Will they still exist in the future, or will they become more rare and scarce? Every online source is basically hinting that virtual reality may not just be a phase, but a long-term concept in the future. Although there aren't an abundance of sources directly discussing the potential for complete virtual stores, it is definitely something to speculate and something I could definitely create a whole new series about. There is so much to unpack when it comes to exploring the future of fashion, and I could easily keep sharing videos with all the new findings I make. However, it is time for me to wrap up this series. I hope my series has been of interest to you and gave you some new insights or food for thought, speculating all the future possibilities virtual reality has within the fashion industry. If we keep an eye out, I'm sure we'll get to experience the growth of this technology. Thank you for listening.